My name is Trevor Perry, and today I'm going to tell you why State College needs to implement immediate and drastic changes in their housing situation. For those of you who don't know, State College is a borough located between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia in Center County, Pennsylvania. Best known as home to Penn State University, every fall, 46,000 students come to the borough to take classes for the next 8 months. A one-bedroom apartment in State College currently rents for $1,107 on average. Compare this to the national average of $1,001, and you realize that students in Penn State are paying $1,200 more per year for rent than the average citizen. Even worse, Pittsburgh is only at $670 per month, and Philadelphia is only at $960. So Pittsburgh, you're virtually paying $5,000 more to live in State College than in Pittsburgh. To understand the dynamic, to understand why housing prices are so inflated in State College, we first need to understand the policies and procedures that the borough has implemented. All rental houses need to have a rental permit. A rental permit allows tenants to live in the house as long as they're not graduate or undergraduate students. Now, without a rental permit, you can have up to three unrelated tenants in the house. But if you want to rent to undergraduate or graduate students, you need to obtain what is called a student rental permit. A student rental permit allows graduate and undergraduate students to live together. These permits are extremely difficult to obtain, and the application process is 6 steps instead of 3 for the regular permit. Virtually, the borough makes these permits as difficult to get as possible, and this has been seen over the past few years when they now require new student houses to be 675 feet apart from each other. So virtually, new students cannot live within 3 doors of each other. As if these applications were not hard enough, in the past few years, the borough has actually been taking away student permits. Just last year in July, the borough purchased a red brick duplex that housed 8 students for $590,000. Once they owned the duplex, they took away the student permit and put it back on the market for $460,000, and it eventually sold. In this process, they lost 8 student houses and lost $130,000 of taxpayer money, which could clearly be used for better use. Instead of creating a supply of houses for students to live in the past few years, they've been allowing high-rise construction to go up instead. In the past 3 years and in the near future, there's plans for 14 new high-rises, which will add about 5,000 new beds. Now, these high-rises are not good for students as they're way too expensive. The new high-rise that's opening this fall is running out their 3-bedroom, 3-bath for $1,300 per month. Now, if you think about that, no student can afford $15,000 of rent per year. In this process, they've changed the dynamic of the downtown area, and people who have lived there for a long time now avoid the area just because of all the students that now congregate. So what can be done? First off, they need to get rid of student rental permits and allow students to live in houses without special permits. This will increase the supply of houses and eventually lower the prices. Second off, any new construction needs to be lower end so that students can afford, and the borough needs to set price maximums for rent for any new construction. As State College would be a shadow of itself without Penn State University, the borough needs to implement procedures and policies that benefit all the citizens, not just the older ones. Thank you.